Welcome back to our channel. Today we have a heart-wrenching story that will leave you questioning the very core of justice. Prepare to meet a 14-year-old artist whose world turned upside down when she was falsely accused of a crime. Her name was Aaliyah Dawson, and she loved to draw. She drew pictures of friends, teachers, and even random people she saw outside. For her, every face told a story, and every line on a paper brought those stories to life. She was so good that she won several awards at school art competitions. One day, Mrs. Johnson, her art teacher, told her about the Art Future Scholarship, a competition that could help Aaliyah go to any college she wanted to study art. It was her big dream. However, there was one small problem. Aaliyah was poor. She lived with her mom and older brother in a small apartment, and her family didn't have much money. To enter the competition, she needed new art supplies, colored pencils, good paper, and most of all, a new sketchbook. When Aaliyah asked her mom for money to buy them, her mom got really angry. "I already gave you money last month to buy new things. Why do you need more?" she yelled at Aaliyah. I don't have any more money right now," but Aaliyah didn't give up. She went to the only place she felt comfortable going alone, the county lab. There she met Miss Gloria, the nice librarian who always gave Aaliyah advice and sometimes lent her rare books and magazines for her to draw. As soon as Miss Gloria heard about Aaliyah's dream, she helped her come up with a plan. Miss Gloria told Aaliyah about a group of retired artists who donated money each year to help kids with big dreams. "It's called the Art Angels," Miss Gloria said. "I know they meet here in the library once a week. You should ask them for help." Aaliyah wrote down these words and thanked Miss Gloria. She waited for the next meeting of the Art Angels and nervously asked for financial support. The Art Angels liked Aaliyah's dream, and some of them even offered to mentor her. They gave her enough money to buy everything she needed to make her best drawings for the scholarship. On the day of the event, Aaliyah looked stunning. She wore her favorite red dress and carried her new sketchbook. She also made sure to bring a pen to sign the release form. However, what Aaliyah didn't realize was that this seemingly ordinary pen would change her life forever. After the event, as Aaliyah walked home, she passed by the local market. Suddenly, a man ran up to her, grabbed her arm and said, "Stop, black female. Hoodie matches description." He put handcuffs on her before she could react. Aaliyah panicked. She thought of her mom's warning. "If they stop you, don't speak, don't move, stay alive." Tears streamed down her face as she sat in the police car. She pulled out the pen from her pocket and started writing on the inside of the car window. "I am innocent. I did not steal anything," but nobody stopped to read her message. At the police station, Aaliyah learned that she was accused of robbing the same market where she had been buying art supplies a few days earlier. The owner claimed that a girl matching Aaliyah's description had stolen money from the register. Aaliyah denied it, but the police didn't believe her. They said they had evidence against her. A security camera footage showing a girl wearing a similar hoodie to Aaliyah and a witness who claimed to have seen the girl leaving the store. Aaliyah insisted she hadn't stolen anything, but nobody listened. They charged her with robbery and sent her to jail. In the courtroom, Aaliyah stood silently as the judge read her rights. She couldn't understand why nobody believed her. The prosecution showed a blurry security camera footage of the robbery and claimed it was Aaliyah. The witness, a man from the store, identified Aaliyah as the robber, although he admitted that he had only seen the girl from afar. Nobody called any witnesses to prove Aaliyah as innocent. Her own mother didn't even show up to support her. Just before the verdict, Aaliyah's lawyer, who had been assigned to her rather than appointed by her family, told her in private, "Aaliyah honey, you're better off accepting whatever punishment they give you. It'll be over sooner that way." Confused and scared, Aaliyah spent the night in solitary confinement waiting for the verdict. The next morning, the judge returned. Aaliyah watched as he read, "Guilty on all counts, robbery in the first degree." He paused and added, "Life in prison without parole." Aaliyah's heart sank. She felt tears streaming down her face as the bailiffs dragged her away to prison. Her mom cried out from the gallery, "They got the wrong kid." But her words echoed emptily in the vast courtroom. Nobody listened. That day, Aaliyah turned 15 in her prison cell. All she had with her was a small pad of paper, a stubby pencil, and a heart full of sadness. Her mom had sent her a cake with candles, but Aaliyah lost her appetite after seeing what her cell looked like. Now, sitting on the edge of her narrow bed, she began to draw. As she sketched the bars of her window and the cold concrete walls, she thought about her mom. She missed her so much. Aaliyah drew her mom's smiling face, but she couldn't finish it because the guards kept interrupting her. They snatched the picture from her hand and crumpled it up, then threw it in the trash can. "Stop drawing and get ready for your shower," one of them yelled at her. When Aaliyah came back to her cell, she saw a pile of papers on the floor. The guards had ripped up her drawings and thrown them away. Angry and upset, Aaliyah continued drawing on another piece of paper. Suddenly, a guard opened the cell door and asked her to come with him. He led her down a long hallway to a small room with a desk and a chair. Sitting behind the desk was a woman with kind eyes. "Hi, Aaliyah," she said warmly. "My name is Miss Gloria. I'm here to talk to you about your drawings." Aaliyah hesitated, unsure whether to trust her. "What do you want to know?" she asked cautiously. Over the next few weeks, Miss Gloria visited Aaliyah regularly. They talked about art and life outside of prison. One day, Miss Gloria suggested that Aaliyah draw the other girls in the prison. "Their stories are important, too," Miss Gloria said. "They need someone to listen." Aaliyah agreed, and her drawings soon became famous throughout the prison. The other girls loved seeing themselves and their stories depicted on paper. They started bringing Aaliyah snacks and small gifts as tokens of their appreciation. Meanwhile, Miss Gloria took Aaliyah's drawings to the outside world, showing them to reporters and human rights activists. She wanted to raise awareness about Aaliyah's case and the conditions in the prison. Slowly, people began to notice Aaliyah's drawings and her story. One day, a famous art critic named Mr. Williams saw Aaliyah's drawings. He contacted Miss Gloria and offered to help. "These drawings are powerful," he told Miss Gloria. "They show the world what these girls are going through." Together, they organized an exhibition of Aaliyah's work in a prestigious gallery. This show was a huge success and attracted the attention of thousands of people. As news of Aaliyah's story spread, more and more people started talking about her case. Some even began calling her the artist behind bars. Aaliyah felt hope rising within her. Maybe, just maybe, someone would hear her story and help her prove her innocence. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed this emotional roller coaster of a story. If you did, don't forget to stay tuned for more updates. And who knows, you might just find yourself binge watching all our videos, just like many of our viewers. Keep watching and let us know what you think. See you in the next one.